And we're back again, Grappling Dads. Paul and Kip here. Talking about all things jiu-jitsu and...
Trying to find a file currently.
God, so...
That's my fault.
I changed phone numbers, so that's not really your fault.
I got this. Top 5 things to change in BJJ. we're experts, so we're going to...
Yeah, if it's changing BJJ, we're good.
Yeah, if this offends you, don't let it do that.
The funny thing is I saw this article separate of you sending it.
Really? Yeah.
I saw it.
It looked interesting.
No, it looked intriguing once I
title.
read a little bit of it. I was like, it's not as stupid as I thought it was going to be.
Well,
really didn't have high hopes.
One might trigger a certain segment of the population. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which of the 5? Well,
why don't we talk about it when we get there,
the people
Austin?
that like to compete, bro.
The same guy
you
who
have
just
these great
yelled at
graphics
you.
that are going to come up. Now, you can't jump ahead now, can you?
What?
Because then you're going to have to do the graphic
Well,
twice.
Put me on a pedestal there. Like, you made these great graphics. You're going to...
Right. You have to
what
tell
if
us
they fail?
You have to tell us what to talk about.
Well, you were
now.
really proud of them, so if they fail...
I am.
Where are we starting?
No, I feel like I'm selling... Yeah, top
Do you have
sponsors.
information for the...
Yeah, I'll just...
Where they're going to be?
Do your top mount thing, then I'll get there.
All right. Top mount of power.
Go
ahead.
Pretty sure I do it. You can start.
No.
All right.
You're
Top Mount
better
Apparel,
than me.
topmountapparel.com. Carries all the GD wear. The hats are on there. Both these shirts are on there. That one's
coordinated.
I think
today.
that's one's the most popular. That goes a lot. This one not as much. This goes pretty well though. It had a great experience
Everybody's
last week.
dealt with this shirt.
Yeah, everyone's dealt with that shit.
With it. Like,
If you have a family member,
thing going?
yeah, how's some karate
Grandma,
going?
it's not karate.
Then you wrist locker. You're like, fuck you, Grandma.
I see you're wrong. Imanari roll, Loki. Does this seem like karate to you, Grandma?
Yeah, Grandma. Tap, Grandma,
Is
tap.
this the karate you did when you were my age, Grandma?
Oh, yeah, Top Mount Apparel loves this. But no, we got some great gear. I have a sweatshirt for Austin. I forgot to bring it over. My wife stole mine, so maybe you get to wear yours because I know your wife stole yours
mine's
also.
gone too, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a great shirt. We
Mine's
lost
gonna
both.
get stolen too, let's be honest.
Yeah, Shannon's going to take yours too, for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Aldo.
Alice
We do
providing our
appreciate
wives
it.
all their clothing.
Yeah,
It's
they're doing
perfect,
great.
yeah.
But they have some great new designs, really cool stuff. I love it.
The Just One More shirt?
Yeah, we got Just One More. They also have
Yeah.
other stuff that they just brought out. So check out the website, topmountapparel.com.
Who was it that... Was it your wife or... I forget. I think it was your wife. I was wearing the Just One More shirt and I had a beer. Like, what, just one more beer?
Yeah, it fits for everything.
Yes.
For us, like Paul, it's actually just one more scoop of ice cream.
That's a low blow and also very accurate.
Yeah, accurate. He's at a new level of side pressure.
What's your go-to ice cream flavor?
Ooh.
I think we discussed this once, but now I'm intrigued, and I'll explain why in a moment. Go ahead.
Ooh, go. Ice cream.
Moose tracks, maybe? That might be it.
Oh, no, with the fake Reese's in it?
That doesn't sound right. Hold on. You know what? Here's the thing with you.
Pick one.
Hold
Pick
on.
one.
Here's what you can do with vanilla. You can make it taste like whatever. You can put anything in it. So what you do is you pour the chocolate on it so it tastes more chocolatey as much as you want.
Yeah.
You can get the
I got that.
You can get the toppings. You can like
So you're
smash
just
in
saying
whatever.
vanilla. That couldn't be more of a Paul answer if I've ever heard it.
No, but
what's your favorite?
Hold on.
White.
No.
Yikes.
You make
Favorite color is white.
How dare you? You're misinterpreting.
Gray. Oh, I got it wrong. It's gray.
That's
getting
my,
canceled.
more
that's my
bland.
clothing line. What's your favorite clothing line?
Gray.
Obviously.
Different shades of gray.
I'm literally wearing all gray right now.
Yep.
That's-
Nail on head.
What do you like? I like 50 Shades of Grey. Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Bad movie.
My point is you take the cones and you put them in, you crumble them up, and then you get the M&Ms in there, and you get the cookie dough, and come on, you make your own stuff. I like that.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
No, bro, cookie dough.
That's not a bad answer.
Good answer. So the reason I asked is we went to this wedding last weekend.
Mine's strawberry cheesecake. Not that anyone asked.
I was going to get there.
Superman.
You stole the thunder. I was going to get there and ask you, but
Yeah.
we went to this wedding, and this whole time we're waiting for food, and then Shannon's like, "Hey, we should go eat ice cream after this." And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Literally walk from the hotel to the ice cream place, right across the street. And then by the time we got done, it was after Jamal's fight. Wasn't feeling the greatest.
No.
After a long ass wedding of like 7 hours, real tired. I never got ice cream, and since then I've just been thinking in my head, I need
How
some
much ice cream you
freaking
need?
ice cream.
Yeah.
Maybe after this.
Well, I'm kind of pissy right now.
I
Because,
never don't have ice cream.
Yeah, I know. He always has ice cream. So, speaking of ice cream, my wife's eating ice cream. I just look over and go, "We have ice cream?" She's like, "Yeah." Because if we do have ice cream, it gets demolished by my wife. And Dana helps
I
out
have a
now, just
specific
eating whatever food I have. My kids, yeah.
I've got
It's
a specific ice cream freezer in the basement.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
need
just
one.
all
Ice cream.
Yeah.
It needs to be. And so I'm like excited. So I go in there. I'm like, ooh, that looked like maybe cookies and cream. Good
cookies and
one.
cream, that's good.
Cookies and cream
Yeah.
is one of my faves.
My jam.
I'm like, oh, it looked like it might have been that. No, it's ghetto moose tracks. Moose tracks is ghetto because it's not really. It's
What's
like,
the one with the fudge in it?
well, it has fudge, but it also has fake Reese's peanut butter cups
Oh, no, you
that
can't do
don't taste like Reese's peanut butter cups. And Reese's peanut butter cups should never be frozen, in my opinion.
So peanut butter cups are okay. Like it's when you get
Not
the hard,
frozen, though.
So when you get the harder candy like the Snickers frozen, that just hurts my
Oh
teeth.
yeah, that's
Right,
stupid. Yeah, it's dumb.
M&M's kind of like,
M&M's I can deal
I'll
with
do
if they
it.
crush them up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's I can go.
This is the best jujitsu podcast.
Yeah, I
ever.
think so too.
I was gonna say my
Who wants
bad.
ice cream?
That's totally on me.
Well, this is how you increase your side control pressure, people. Like
Yeah.
you just eat ice cream every single night, and you will notice a difference, and so will your partners.
I can vouch for
Fun
that. Also,
Pro
Top Mount
tip.
Apparel, topmountapparel.com, GD10 at checkout. Please.
And-
Did you find it?
Yes. So
Go.
Top Mount Apparel will be at Subspectrum Summer Showdown on August 14th, and I don't know where that is. I feel like it's also Nashville.
It could be since they tried to have it there before. So
I think that's it. And I don't even know if they're actually going to do anything there, but they've promoted it like 3 times. So I feel
okay,
like,
so we figured we should.
yeah, they're on
I
our
like it.
they're on
I
our
like
team.
it.
Or we're on their team, however that works.
I think we're family. We're kind of family with those guys.
They're our fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah, happy Father's Day, everyone.
It is in fact Father's Day today.
Yes,
so happy Father's Day, Kip.
Happy Father's Day, Paul. I don't celebrate it, so you know whatever.
Well, hey, it's a polite thing to say, so that's what we're doing.
I go to my daughter. I go because we're out shopping together. I go look at her. He goes, you know it's Father's Day. She goes, okay.
Ooh.
And I go, you got anything to say? She's like, well, Happy Father's Day, I guess. I'm like, thanks, babe. Because we
awesome.
just don't celebrate it. It's
Well,
not.
There's a reason that Father's Day isn't celebrated.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
Every day is Father's
Every day,
Day.
dude. Like
Hold on.
Mother's Day is stupid too.
So you're on TikTok, correct? Did you
Yeah.
see the TikTok?
Oh, I
of-
haven't watched TikTok in weeks.
Hold on, this is a funny thing. So there's this TikTok of like men on the street asking men on the street like, "Hey, what's your daughter's birthday?" And they're like, I don't know. It's like, hey, what color?
Seriously?
Oh yeah, what color are your daughter's eyes? And the daughter's like this, brown. Let's see. That's not correct. You know,
Gotta be kidding me. But
there's
that's
all these dads not knowing anything. Hey, what's your daughter's favorite subject in school? He's like, social studies. And he looks at the daughter. She goes, no. And
what
so
the
then,
hell?
so then the moms come in like, hey, what's your daughter's birthdays? And rattles off all 5 kids'
Yeah.
birthdays. What's your daughter's doctor name? This. What's your daughter's best friend's name? Rattles off all the names. And then the dad's going, like, he doesn't know any of this stuff.
And
so-
these were multiple dads because they're
multiple dads.
they're fucking morons.
Oh yeah. So
I know all these answers.
Yeah, so did I. I
All
didn't-
of them.
I didn't know the doctors' names because I don't do.
Haha, we only have one, Dr. Mackey.
Look at you go.
Boom. Well, I took my kids to him most of the time because I worked out of the house.
Gotcha. Well, that makes
So-
sense.
Yeah. That's
But I will say I was one of the only dads there. That's why I was super popular there because I was the only dad that showed up for every well baby, all that stuff. Because Jen was too busy, so I did it.
Oh, one dad. He's like, hey, what about her birthday? And he's like, I don't know. And her sister goes, it was yesterday.
Oh no!
He goes, oh, that's horrible. He says, I'm like, yeah. No, not a happy Father's Day.
It's like you didn't do anything for her birthday. Like that should be easy.
So who was I having this conversation with? I can't remember. It was somebody at work, I think. Sitting in our little mini office. It's like 4 feet, and we fit as many people in there as we can.
Perfect.
It's great. And we're talking about Father's Day, and I was like, yeah, you want to know what bugs the crap out of me? Because I just heard like a customer say it to his wife that he had to babysit tonight
What?
of his own kids. And I go, and guys say that. And I'm like, oh, man, no wonder people hate dads.
I gotta watch my kids.
I got to watch my kids
What?
tonight. I got my kids tonight. Like it's some kind of weight that's holding them back.
Oh, that's horrible.
And we talked about it for like 20 minutes about how crappy those people are. I'm just like, oh my God. No wonder people hate dads. That's why they're surprised. Because you take your girls wherever, and I'll take all 3 of mine to like Costco, wherever. If I got to go somewhere, they can all come with me. And every time, there's not one time that old lady or not even old, just a woman says, oh, it's great you bring all the girls. Oh, it's Dad's turn. I'm like, it's always my turn. Shut your face. I hate that. Don't you? Because I know you'll take your girls anywhere.
Yeah. I don't get that though.
Oh, I
I have that face that nobody wants to talk to.
I don't know what it is.
It works out good for me.
You think I have enough tattoos? No one would talk to
away.
me, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps
Like,
talking.
oh,
to me.
that's
Oh, it's so
head
great
down,
you
keep
bring all
walking.
3 girls.
No eye contact.
Oh, you're so brave. I've been told I
You're
was
so
brave.
brave.
Not no, yeah, dude, multiple times. I'm like,
Yeah, this TikTok would have made you mad then.
yeah,
So many
there-
I
gross
found
jokes.
it
Well,
I
it's
found
just-
it hilarious.
well, you
Sad,
don't
but
have to
funny.
be. It's just you're not disconnected. Like just because you had kids, like you just didn't care after a while. It's like, no, I love my kids. I'm like, yeah, but you know nothing about them.
I will say, I took my my kid to the pharmacy. They're like, "Hey, what's your birthday?" And I went. I paused.
Yeah.
I knew it. I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
know what it
Hey,
is.
but my kids jocked me. You don't know my birthday.
Oh, no,
Like, I'm telling mom. I'm
No, the
like,
worst-
I
yeah.
got it.
The worst
old.
Yeah, I've gotten that too.
Yeah.
I've done that, but the only problem is I don't. Not that I don't remember. I mix up which kid is which.
Right. Well, so
Like,
my
and 17, 15. She's like, I'm 15 years old. That's not mathematically possible, Dad. I'm like, shut up.
hush.
Stupid.
Be fine.
Too many children.
All right, we should probably talk about
I was
jujitsu.
gonna
Do
say,
we?
just
I mean, do we
we
have
just
to?
ripped on dads as a grappling dads podcast.
Yeah, because most
Some
of our
dads.
dads that listen to this
Yeah.
Are
are
good dads.
awesome dads because
Well, they want their kids involved.
yeah,
In
jujitsu.
yeah, exactly. Which is
Come on.
it's fun. I was just doing jujitsu with my oldest the other day. It was fun. I beat the tar out of her. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm
won
proud
that
of you,
fight.
though. I'm proud of you. We got to take a win. We get a win.
Remember when you mocked me for not knowing your birthday? Well, Armbar City.
Exactly. You'll pay for that.
Not gonna laugh at me this time, are you?
I gave her the cookie weight. I'm like, how you like that? Tapping the pressure, huh?
You do weigh a lot more than you did.
Dare you? So,
But you
jiu-jitsu.
do. But he wears it well.
Yeah,
you were at my
right
pool.
across my tires.
No, you don't. You look fine.
Hot girl summer. Paul's right around
Hot
the
girl
corner,
summer.
man.
That's me. Let's do this.
So my wife made, and my wife's gonna love that I told this story. So when she came downstairs
Love
today,
these.
oh, I don't care. You know that. Everyone on the show knows that. Where she came downstairs and
Yeah.
she was giggling because she jiggles. It was fucking hilarious. Not anywhere, not like we were not supposed to. But I immediately wanted to think of Paul and go, Paul, do you get that too?
Oh,
Not anywhere where you're not supposed to.
No.
Do tell, Kip.
It was the boobs.
yeah. Mine's more.
It's her story. She will tell you it openly.
Mine's more in the midsection, if I'm honest. It's
Yeah,
like-
but you.
I
get
used to have
jiggle.
like I used to have the pecs,
Yeah.
and you could feel the the muscle
Yeah, the-
weight. Now it's like it feels different because it's fat now.
It feels different. It's lighter.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
fluffy. It's fine.
Fluffy.
Oh, I'm not trim by any means, so. Everyone's like, "Wow, you're skinny." I'm like, I'm
the
a fat,
first
skinny man.
What's the first thing on this list, Austin?
So I already accidentally
fun.
advanced the graphic early, but we'll go now. It
Yeah.
is so the top 5 things you should change in jiu-jitsu. The first one this article suggested was ending the term world champion if you're not a black belt.
That's it. That's
Yep,
the one.
and that's a thing.
That's the one we're gonna get some hate on.
Okay,
Because if you're a blue, purple, brown, do they have white belt world champions?
no.
I don't know. I don't
I
watch
don't
it.
believe
No,
so.
I wouldn't watch anything other than
No.
black belt world.
How
I'm
can,
surprised-
how can you be?
When I first started, I thought it was super weird that they had anything but black belt competition like that was ranked.
So-
not internationally, I was
Right.
like, "What?"
I've heard from a lot of people like everybody's bent out of shape over stripes and belts and who deserves
Oh, yeah.
what. When one way or another, right? It's either I think I deserve this or I don't think I deserve that, or I'm wanting to this, or they care really,
Oh yeah, a lot.
so deeply about what belt or stripe or rank compared to others and
Yeah.
whatever. So black belts are like, it doesn't matter until you're a black belt. Shut up. Like
Yeah.
I've heard that a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it
I've heard
doesn't
that a ton.
until you're a black belt. Your belt, it's just who cares?
You've mentioned that
Yeah.
before.
yeah.
I disagree, but okay.
So, here's my perspective on the world titles though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really, like I'm glad you won at that very very high level.
Oh yeah, and you're way better than
And-
I'll ever be. But
And here's the thing, like if there was a white belt world champion, I'm sure that they would kick my butt. Like you know,
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
no
like,
doubt.
like
Yeah.
athletically
Whatever.
and like physically,
Yeah.
and they
Everything.
probably know enough where I'm like, all right, in 3 minutes I'm gonna lose this thing.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
But my point is like, who watches? I bet Curler watches that because he
Well,
studies tape for
What was
fun.
that? Was that Nick Rodriguez? Is that the?
A-Rod.
Yeah.
A-Rod. Jeez, that's
A-Rod.
the baseball guy.
Yeah.
I'm done talking.
But it is a Rodriguez. That's a blue belt champion.
Nicky Rod,
Nicky
yeah.
Rod. Nick.
Yeah,
That's it.
Nicky Rod. That's
And he
right.
won as
Yeah.
a blue belt, right?
He won as a blue belt, but the only
I think
thing
he
is,
got his purple belt on the podium. When
Yeah,
he
when
didn't.
he-
He
yeah.
didn't win, right? He just
No,
got
he placed.
third.
He
I think-
placed
did he get
against
silver?
black belts,
He
didn't he?
placed against black belt,
Which is
yeah.
just
I
ridiculous.
can look that up
So I
hold on.
get that.
Yeah, do that.
That was fine. I'm like, okay, you're a blue belt that's just a ridiculous athlete and a savant to enough of the sport to get there.
Agreed. If you're a blue belt, purple,
Yeah,
brown,
and you're
competing
going
with
against
black
blacks,
belts, good.
go ahead. You can win.
Yeah.
You can be a world champion.
Yeah.
But if you're going against other blue belts, no.
So
You're literally winning. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Like I kind of feel like I'm talking out of place on this. This is just purely my opinion as a non-competitor. Going, maybe call it something else.
No,
You know,
that's
does
all
any-
I'm saying is just call it something different. Because you can be the blue belt world champion, I guess.
I would like to hear the
but
argument.
it sounds kind of...
I would like to hear the counter because I can be persuaded. Like this, I'm not going to die. on
No,
this hill.
I wouldn't die on this hill. I would like to because it makes for way better shows.
Dying on hills does make for
And
more
usually
interesting
is what I
conversation.
do.
Yeah.
We got 5 topics. It's okay.
All right, we're going to pick one.
You want to go ahead and die on this hill? Let's die on this hill.
But-
it shouldn't happen.
But I think it is odd that what other sport has a world champion? Well, for one thing,
Well, it's
world
amateurs,
champion is
right?
kind of BS because
Hold on, tennis. Can you be a world champion tennis like as an amateur, or is like no, you don't
No,
get to be a
that's-
world
that's-
champion until
You have to go
you're pro.
you have to go pro
Right.
to even be
Yeah.
ranked. So
I would call black belt going pro. Yeah, if you're competing.
Yeah. It's just weird that like there's no other sport.
It's like have
that,
fun wrestling with Gordon. Enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, now it might
Like
be
you
easy,
could
I
win
don't
a
know.
world champion at brown belt, but now that you're a black belt, it'll never happen again.
Yeah. It's just I'd
Of
never
course,
had.
you're retired now, so you're good. Sorry, I interrupted.
You good?
So many times.
You good? Good now?
Paul's pulling the kip here.
Yeah. It's usually what I
How
do.
do you like it?
I don't really care. I'm
Welcome
just
to
waiting.
my world.
I'm just waiting until you're done.
Right?
I'm good. I can take it. It's fine. No, it's just interesting. I don't know any other sport except for United States sports that are like, we're world champions. We only played each other, but whatever. Doesn't
Right.
really make sense. But none of the other leagues, even like, they aren't world champions. The D League for basketball, you aren't a world champion because, well, you're fucking the D League. No one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but in jiu-jitsu, it should be, well, you're a blue belt. You're fighting against other blue belts. No one should care.
Right.
They
certainly
shouldn't.
Don't care.
I don't care. They could all beat the living tar out of me. I guarantee it. But I still don't care if you win and beat every other blue belt because you're beating people that are just getting started in this.
It's kind of like I get that it's not your local Fuji tournament.
That's what I mean.
If you're
though.
fighting everybody in the world that got invited to this, like, hey, that's awesome.
But
I
why
don't
are
wanna
they
take
even invited?
money?
No one's paying to watch a blue belt.
No.
Unless you know the blue belt.
IBJJF
Yeah, right?
is making money off them because I'm sure they have.
That's
to,
what
like,
I'm
that's fair.
assuming.
Yeah.
But how?
Don't they? I don't know how this works because
Well, I know they
compete, but-
probably pay to get in.
Right,
So
yeah.
yeah.
You do pay a lot to
Yeah,
get
he
in.
paid
Yeah.
a lot to get into the world.
Morgan
yeah.
pays to go to those tournaments.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
why.
go.
Yeah, so that's why they do it. But I give you all the props in the world if you can win that. That's
Yeah, absolutely.
awesome.
I don't want to take anything away from them.
But also,
Yeah.
I don't care unless I know you. Like if Morgan goes for it and she wins it, yeah, I'll be super pumped up and
Very
way
stoked.
impressed.
Yeah. Right.
But if I don't know you, I'm not invested. Like if you're a black belt and you have all the skills in the world and I can just watch you and be amazed at all times, you're a pro to me. That's what I want to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I would pay
So
for.
Nicky Rod here, he qualified for the 2019 ADCC World Championships after winning the North American trial. So in this case, ADCC is the world, I believe.
Yes.
He defeated 3 elite black belts to make it to the finals, and then he lost.
That's crazy.
But he's as a blue belt.
That's
It's
crazy.
like- so in that case, yes, if you're a
Oh,
blue
no,
belt
you did
competing
that.
against black belts,
Yes.
fine.
No,
I
you're
think the article is
competing
trying
against
to
the pros.
say if you're a blue belt and you win the blue belt tournament, it's like you're not a world champ because there's a whole other
There's
purple, brown,
800
black.
people
yeah.
above you.
Do you think
that
he's going to
would
be the
beat
next
you.
Gordon Ryan?
He might.
Do you think he's going to be the
I
next
don't
one that just
know,
starts
because-
winning everything?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's only lost 6 times in his career.
in his whole career, which
And
is
2 draws.
crazy.
Is he good? Well, he's good. He's good, obviously, but certain people get a long way because they play to the rule sets, and some people I think like
not
Gordon
80,
just
ADCC. If he fought there, that's the one most of the big guys will go do because the rule set's not as stringent as IBJ.
I wish there was enough time to just go until somebody taps out. but
I don't-
that could take hours per match.
Especially when black belts. I've watched that.
Yeah.
Not so
Gordon
cool.
Ryan did that with someone, and they went legitimately hours.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a thing. I don't know.
I can't. Rogan talked about it with Danaher, and I can't remember who, but like they just went, and then eventually I think Gordon Ryan like tired him out, and he got the submission. But it's like cool.
Yeah, awesome after hours of
Endurance.
So
That's
what
how
they-
you won.
effort. Yeah.
So what you need is somebody really good, that is good at editing. And I just want to see highlights. Like,
Yeah,
make that
like
20
when it was
minutes
good
and
for a
I'm
second.
in,
Yeah,
right?
I'll watch all of
That was
it.
a 30-second sub. Nice job, man.
Way
It's
to go.
impressive. 2
Yeah.
hours is in.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
no.
I don't think this one will be controversial for us anyway, but wash your belts.
I'll die on that hill.
Oh, you don't want to wash them?
No.
No, I do.
Oh,
You know
Yeah.
who does? Who will die on that hill? Roy. Doesn't Roy give you crap every time we talk about this? I thought it was Roy that he will not.
Gotta-
he will not wash it?
I don't
Gotta
think he
wash
will
it.
wash his
Well,
belt.
especially you kind of have to, right? Because even if you're one that doesn't care,
I didn't wash my belt for the longest
even
time.
if
by the
you're
way.
if you're one that doesn't care, like there's enough people in this kind of world we live in now that do. Like you could just do it for them. Just wash your belt. Like be cool. Do it for the other people, if not for yourself. Because you know it doesn't matter.
Why-
It's
why-
not magic.
That's the
Just be
that's what I
sanitary.
was just gonna say. Like
Yeah.
for one thing, do you wash your gi every time?
Yeah, just throw it in with the gi.
Well, just throw it in with the
Yeah.
gi. That's all I do.
Yeah, you want the mats washed. You want them to wash their gis. Why have a stinky belt on?
Yeah.
Just wash it.
I mean, it's the idea of it's everything that you've earned within
No.
that belt. I'm like, no, everything you've sweated out and bled into.
No,
Yummy.
everything you've earned is in
Gross.
you, not
Yeah,
your belt.
it's gross.
Yeah. Just be cool.
Gross.
Just do it for the other people.
Other
do it
people.
For, do it for the immune compromised people that you might be smashing that belt up against their face. Come on.
And they're grabbing onto that belt. That's what people like. Other people grab your belt.
I choke people with my belt for fun. Like
Yeah, we
you don't do
kinda
that.
do.
It's fun.
You choke them with a belt?
Yeah.
No, I use more gi over the face.
I was going to say lapels.
That's one of my.
No,
I like to throw gi over
if there's,
faces
if there's
for
a belt
annoyances.
that comes loose, I'm going to loop it around somebody's neck.
I won't. I've never looped around. I tried to tie. I tried to hog tie. I've done that a few times. I've tied up hands because you can get if you pay enough attention, you roll them back and forth. You can literally have them tied all the way up on the upper body, and they don't know. They just go to move their frame. They're like, oh shit.
The belt's nice because you can kind of if you can kind of just loop it and have it nice and loose.
Yeah.
And because they're defending where they
Yeah.
think they should.
Yeah, so they have the frames
but
in.
you can grab the belt here and then you just pull.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, dude, I would have never thought about doing it until it was done to me by I think Vic.
Oh,
I
Vic
think
does
I got,
that.
I
Vic
think I got
hog
choked
ties
out
people.
with my own belt. I'm like, I'm like,
threw-
I never would have thought about this. This is a whole
Yeah,
new world.
he was on a rampage of doing that to everyone when he came out to Black Lion
wasn't
once.
the only one
Yeah,
then.
he was trying to do it to everybody, and I noticed it. And then we rolled. My belt came off because he took it off.
And you're, like,
I threw
throwing
it.
it.
I threw that bitch against the wall. I'm like, nope, you can beat
It's
me any
gone.
other way.
Yeah.
And he did.
Not going down like this, bro. Not
No,
doing
bro,
it.
throwing this out.
So he starts taking his own belt off. Like, all right, I guess he's
Well,
mine.
I have my own.
See?
I would have grabbed onto that like it was the last rope that was holding me out of the water. I would, no
Yeah.
way.
Fetal position counting the time. I'll not
No,
tap to
I will not
this.
tap to this. No.
All right, next.
All
Next,
right, next one.
wash your belts.
This one I don't
Disgusting.
know if any of us have experienced this. It's the gauntlet. After
I
you
have.
get a
He
belt
should- I was
pierced.
gonna say Paul did.
Have you?
Yeah, that's how I got my blue belt.
They gave you the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh
What-
yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because this article suggests
See,
we should
this
get
is
rid of
tough.
it.
Yes, we should.
Depends on the gym,
Doesn't
I guess.
doesn't depend on anything. It makes no sense. I feel like it's a testosterone-driven dipshit move.
He's 100% right.
But
Sometimes I want to see people go through a gauntlet because they need to go through a gauntlet.
Because you don't like them?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. However, it's if you watch them, if a gauntlet was literally what I feel that it was meant to be, where it's just a hit across the back, like you
Not
just
That's
like-
not what it's meant to be. It's,
But
meant,
no,
it's
no,
meant
no.
to be a whooping.
but they take it to a whole different level. People are rolling up their belts a certain way and straight jumping and slapping them. I'm like, dude, why would you do that to someone?
Because it's funny.
It's not funny. No.
I mean, we do throws,
It's
which is more
hilarious.
like ceremonial and
Oh, it's
meaningful versus like
Unless you
Hurts
do,
is
unless
so meaningful.
unless Claude does it, and Claude throws you like you're some
Yeah.
kind of you're going to die.
Also,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about your back there, Paul. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Son of a bitch.
Claude
Anyways.
did launch you.
He launched the crap.
Everybody's
out of
being
you.
so nice, and also I'm like,
The noise it made when you hit. I was like, whoa.
Even
He's
Crow.
even Crow was like, that was a little much.
my ankles bounced off
Yeah.
each other. I'm like,
That's the
gonna
worst. I
leave a mark.
hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Well,
ankle bounce.
I was not ready. Even if I was, I don't think it would have mattered. It was
yeah.
It was a good throw. It was legit.
Is Ben on there today, by the way?
I haven't seen him.
Well, that's better because last time he was super drunk and that's why he couldn't stop himself from texting. It was
Yeah.
awesome. I was super proud of it.
So back to the gauntlet. Like, in all seriousness, even so when I did it, it was a choice. Like he goes, we don't force you to do this. And if you want to do it, it's up to you. You can do it, you cannot do it. He goes, but if you do it, I'm not holding back and nobody else is. And here's how you hold the belt for maximum pain. You're going to
Yes.
feel it. He goes, I had to go through 4 of them. I'm not going to let up on anybody, but on you. Don't care. He goes, matter of fact, I don't recommend it. I hope you pick no. So his gauntlet was rolling gauntlet instead. So like you just roll and roll and roll.
Yeah, kind of what we do.
Yeah, so that's cool. And I, because I'm stupid, I'm like, I'll just do both.
Yeah, it sounds about your
Yeah,
decision.
that's I'm like,
It definitely sounds
I'm
what
only
you
gonna get
would
a
do.
blue belt one time. Let's just do the damn thing.
No,
It was fun.
it was not.
It was so much. It hurt more than I thought. If I'm honest.
Yeah, exactly.
the first
Awesome,
time
where
the
you
first
at
time
on
he
that?
hit me, it really stung.
Yeah, I bet.
I think if it was less of a painful experience and more of just like a ceremonial, like
Yes,
whack,
that's what I took it as.
you know,
But you see people so uncomfortable every time. There's that one guy that's like, oh, sorry, bro, I don't want to be doing this.
Right.
And there's so many others. Then the very next guy's this insane dude with a look of death, bleeding from him biting his own tongue.
You
and
got
smashes the crap out of him.
You got the psychopath with like I can't. It's like a white belt. That's
Yeah. You're like, I'm never gonna
never
get there.
gone through a gauntlet, but they're like, I'm gonna murder somebody. I'm like,
Oh, man.
like if you've gone through a gauntlet, maybe if you've gone through a gauntlet, you can give the gauntlet. But if you haven't, maybe stay out of the line.
I just think it's stupid.
Well, that's
No,
how we
it
do
is.
stuff.
I've always thought
it's-
it was
it's-
stupid.
It's barbaric
Yeah.
and dumb. It is.
And
I just to be funny, I'm like, certain people like. I'd like to see you go through a gauntlet because I think it'd be funny, not because I don't like you.
Oh, no, I'd love to see
for
you
me
go through one also.
Exactly. So, see my point?
And Austin go
Like, I
through
could-
one, then turn back
Bro.
around and come back through.
So look, it is utterly
interesting.
stupid. So
Yeah.
they shouldn't have it because even though I was given the choice, you kind of get a little bit of that peer pressure. 'Cause,
Oh, no,
well, he
you
went
didn't have
through
a
it,
choice.
and he
Yeah.
went through it, and
You didn't have a choice.
so
It's
yeah. So I would have chosen yes anyway, whether I did or not,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I thought it'd be funny, basically. And if I seen Austin go through it, or you go through it, or some
It's
of my
funny.
friends, it's hilarious. But if it's a thing, like, because there's going to be people that don't want to do it, that may feel pressured, and I think that's
no,
wrong.
same
So
idea.
I think for the good of the school, no.
Well, I just think it's
Final
dumb.
final answer.
It's so dumb because every time it's.
Is Roy on? How's he feel about that? Because
I doubt it.
I think he's
not
he's in
on.
the stages of moving,
He's
so there's
moving
no
to-
way in
Dang.
heck he's on
'Cause
tonight.
I would bet he agrees with me. Like, it's funny. Let's do it.
Well, yeah, that's Roy,
Right, yeah,
but
it's terrible.
No,
it's my
yeah,
bad.
it's-
for sure. Don't do it.
no, don't do it. It's dumb.
Roy knocks people out through Imanari rolls. Like we can't take.
Yeah,
his
he's a
advice.
badass. But then he loses to the same guy.
Can you put that on? Can you get that video and just like put it on a loop?
I can.
Like
yeah.
oh my god,
That
that'd be
guy goes
great.
limp pretty good.
Oh, it's such a good hit.
Except Mac Brown starched the guy.
Yeah.
Face plant starched him.
Really?
With the over last night.
Oh yeah, he just
Diego Lima.
Treetop.
Is that who it was?
I think
Yeah.
that's who it
Yeah.
was.
He's got a big nose already, so hopefully it caught him.
well,
No, you can see Lima's nose has been broken about 800 times.
Not bad for a 40-year-old.
Yeah,
That's what he said
that's
several
Mac.
times.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, all right, good for you, man.
that's legit.
Yeah,
if you're
steroids-
40 still doing
steroids
that,
are great.
if you're 40 and on steroids and still you're still legit.
Mac's a badass dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of him because his style is so lumbering and weird, but he's a dangerous dude
How
still.
old is Olenek?
Who dat?
Olenek, however you say his name.
Yeah, he's 100.
He's like
He
a,
looks like he's 100.
So our age, perfect.
Yeah,
He-
Alexei Olenek, the guy who chokes people out all over the place.
Randomly, yeah.
randomly. He loves the basically Ezekiel
Oh, is he the guy
choke.
that just lets you on him and then?
Yep, that's him.
That's legit.
And he's
That's
he looks like he's 100. I have no
for
clue.
him.
he fought yesterday too. And
Did
Yeah, he did not win.
No, because people have started to. He can't get people down anymore.
Right.
It's like when he fought Beast, he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm just." He knew he thought he would just take him down and dominate him, and he couldn't. And then the
BJJ,
Beast-
don't work on me.
Yeah, and then
Oh wait,
then he knocked him out cold.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of what?
BJJ don't work on me.
Oh, there is one of those posts. I saw that.
So funny.
Is it the Reddit one that I read last week?
It was. Oh, did you already read it?
Is it the one guy at the party and then he?
Yeah.
God dang. That's why you probably liked it so much.
That's why I like movies. Getting old is great because I can watch a movie again and you're like, this is like brand new.
Yeah, I watched John Wick 2, and I remembered a good portion of it, but there was definitely scenes I'm like, hey, don't remember that.
I didn't see that coming.
That's like
I've been watching the entire Marvel.
And those are my favorite movies. I love
John
Wick.
Good.
Probably my favorite set of movies.
John Wick 4
best
coming out soon.
Yes, it
jujitsu
is.
movie ever.
Yeah,
Because the best way to finish a triangle, shoot him in the face.
with the face.
You'll
It
always
was so
finish
great.
it.
So I was watching
Nobody's
that.
getting out.
I was watching that with Dana. We were just watching on my big TV downstairs. I think Sid was watching with us. I'm like, and there's a triangle, and she's like, I'm like, look, the triangle. Guess how he finishes it? She's like, what? Right to the face. I'm like, yeah, it's the best finish ever.
Oh my gosh,
It's perfect.
It's so bad. It's so great.
You can't hate on that technique. It's the perfect technique.
No, perfect
The
technique.
only thing would be better if you had a knife and just like
He pretty much he wrist lock people to shoot themselves. That's a good one too. That's a good one. Yeah, I like those too.
John Wick 4 is coming out soon.
It is. Yes, I love it.
so excited.
Relatively soon.
I want to do a John Wick like watch party, like all.
I could watch all 4 of them. I love it. I gotta watch 3 now.
I
Day
did
of it.
suggest this. I didn't get any responses on social media, but we do a Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I don't mind. There's only 3
Finale?
episodes, so it's easy to catch up on.
good.
I have a sign on you can use. So.
Perfect.
And they're
I'll do
30 minutes.
Yeah, they're only
Oh.
30-minute shows.
Well, I'll scrub
better.
that part where he said he has a sign on because Dana White's probably watching. and
Oh
then
yeah,
we're
my
gonna-
bad. I don't have a sign on.
I'll just go to your house and do it there. It'll be fine. We can do.
Oh
we
yeah,
can
your
watch
neighbors. Sorry,
We can,
Dana.
we can drink it truly.
We can read it truly.
We can drink TV static together. It'd be great.
No, this is moderately not TV stack.
That's our next sponsorship. We need to get some alcohol sponsors on here.
Do. Oh, we kind of had one.
Al, make your own alcohol.
Yeah,
Top
right.
Mount.
Top Mount
Top
alcohol.
Mount whiskey.
That would actually be pretty good. Fourth point here: affiliations in BJJ schools. So their claim is that there's just so many different affiliations where it's too deep, and you're not really getting the experience
so
of
the
the
lineage
school.
is fucked up.
Yes. So like if I were to go to what is it, American Top Team?
Right.
Yeah.
An affiliate of them, and then I have a shitty experience, it's like, all right, that's not really American Top Team. That kind of idea.
It's a good thing you brought that up.
Why?
It's Paul Elliott's stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Paul Elliott's
Yeah,
part
that's
of
Paul
American
Elliott.
Top Team.
Oh, I just picked a.
You
Wait
just
a-
pick a random one.
So you just picked
It's
out.
okay.
Picked
That's
out the
okay.
worst one in northern New
He
York.
still loves you.
Got it. It's fine.
I don't know.
He won't kill you next time he sees you. at
Yes, he
all.
will, regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter
it'll be
what he
worse
says.
now.
That's my
It'll be way
regardless.
worse now.
That's my regardless.
That's my regardless. Paul Elliott
gonna
will
say
kill
regardless.
me regardless.
I'm gonna make this death worth it.
Oh, man.
No, geez, I don't know.
No, I get it though because it is every time you get farther away from anything, affiliate wise, the worse it can get. Right? Just because you're losing more and more of the core values the farther you get because there's less. What do you say? Structure. Like there's nobody making you follow said rules.
So I think
So
that
you bend and contort
the
them.
closer you get to the core Gracie curriculum, right? Then you get people that, hey, I won a world championship and now I can't fight anymore, so I'm going to start a school. So then you teach what you're good at.
What you're good at and what
Right.
you like.
Yeah. So then you're maybe not, but perhaps neglecting a large subset of jiu-jitsu, or you're teaching like based on your body style,
Which I
your
think,
way of winning.
and that's kind of where I was at. Is that's what happens? Is you teach what you're good at and what you know, right?
Yep.
Because
Then-
you don't want to teach stuff that you just learned.
So then let's say, this competitor that was a world champion makes a couple black belts. They go out and they start their own school
Yeah.
based on, you know what I mean? So then you get farther and farther away. So if you're talking about that, like, yeah, I guess I see a problem with that, I suppose. But I don't know any better because I haven't been to those schools. So
Yeah, we're
I
not
don't
that-
really,
yeah,
I don't
no.
have a leg to stand on. As
No,
far as that.
but I could see it as being an issue. I really
Yeah.
could, for sure.
I think a lot. So I think affiliates are general good, but
I think so.
I don't think they're a necessity. But I think if you start out having an affiliate, you should probably always have one, even if it's not the same one.
I agree.
But if you don't, I don't think you have to be affiliated with somebody to run a school either. I don't know though.
I don't think so at all. Really, I don't know why you have to be affiliated with anyone. Really, I mean, I get it because you would get your black belt from said person, but why do you have to be affiliated with them if you have your own style of what you want to teach?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm too ignorant in this subject.
Yeah,
to
so
really
am I.
talk
Yeah, I'm
about-
pretty
yeah.
dumb.
So it's just like I'm gonna call myself out on the carpet and go, I don't have a good answer.
So I'm guessing
there's
old school guys would be like, you have to have lineage or it means nothing. It's like, yeah, I get that.
But that was probably before there was 40 million schools everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Do you think
way
it's maybe-
easier to follow the lineage.
Right.
Yeah, do you think it's maybe too big now? Is what you're saying? Like there's so many black
I don't
belts
think
doing their
Yeah.
own thing. That's like,
Well, you hear more and more about the fake black belts all the time.
Right,
dude.
I think that's part of it too.
So here's the thing where I think affiliates are great is because I think you're less likely to get McDojos where
You know there is a McDojo now?
like an actual building?
Yeah, they call themselves McDojos, handing out belts since whenever. It looked like it was not like the best joke ever.
hell you say?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was the greatest joke ever, I think.
Weird.
I don't think it was real,
So-
but it looked
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So I guess I think as far as affiliates go, like I think they're probably more good than bad, so long as you have a good affiliation with somebody very, very well known, been around a very, very
Yeah.
long time. I think those are probably
Well, look at our
better.
lineage
Yeah.
at our school. You have Chad, and it goes directly to Croyler, and
Yeah.
Croyler goes to Marcio. Yeah,
And, you
it's
know,
pretty
the-
easy
the
to follow.
founders'
It's pretty
brains,
short.
yeah.
Ours is super easy.
Yeah.
But we've had listeners write in about their lineage, and it's much more complicated.
Yep.
They're like, it's this guy who got a brown belt through this guy, but then got his black belt through this guy, and then came back over here. You're like,
Yeah.
huh? That's a weird
and
road.
I haven't heard of any
Right.
of them.
Yeah.
Like I heard
Yeah.
of none of these
Yeah,
names.
and then they
before.
finally work their way
Yeah.
just all over the place to one person you may have heard
Right.
of, and you're like, wow, that's really far from the core values I'm sure that guy placed in the first guy, which is fine. So I don't, I
Yeah.
guess I'm not old school enough to really. If I'm learning good jujitsu, I'm learning good jujitsu.
Yeah, no, I agree. So yeah, like
Or
I said,
jujitsu I want to learn, whatever.
I think, how would you know? So, like in our case, we have direct interactions with Croyler. So
And I've
we-
had direct interactions with Marcio and
Marcio.
Sabowski, which is just unreal that I've actually talked to him.
But like we've got like direct communication with
Yes.
our main
Yeah.
affiliation, which is
Yes.
Croyler. So it's easy for us. But like if you go to another school, where it's like you said, there's 42 different deviations. It's like,
Yeah.
how the hell do I even know if I'm
Yeah.
learning the right shit?
Or there's Gracie Baja. It's like,
I don't even know what that is. Like I've faced guys in competition from Gracie Baja. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
your school?
one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
and
huge,
it's
huge affiliation.
a huge affiliation, and there's a lot of the schools, and you got to think that they're following it, but there's so many. How can they track that?
Right.
How can Gracies are actually pretty particular with who they take. I've been at one. It was out in Delaware. It's a good big school. Howard, the guy who ran it, is amazing dude. And but yeah, they're pretty particular. He was talking about how particular they are on who they take on as an affiliate. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's cool, but it's just I don't know if Baja's the same. I have no clue.
You're gonna have to move on because we're
We're floundering at our information.
floundering out of our realm.
Yes,
sorry.
well, we're spoiled.
We know
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
we are spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled.
We're spoiled.
Except for he
grappling
hates
guys.
me.
Yeah, I think
but-
I think
He hates all
lineage
of
is
us.
probably the way to go. Like
I don't
if-
think so. I
if-
think
if-
he's okay with you guys.
No, he hates how I choke women, aka my
Well,
girlfriend.
that's just because you're involved with us.
Yeah, do it right. Jeez.
We took another
Simple
photo at the
fix.
wedding, and I did not choke her properly. I'm waiting for that to come out.
It's gonna be great.
I had to explain to the wedding photographer, like she gave me a weird look, and I go, "It's a thing. Just take the photo."
Yeah, it's okay.
I've gotten made fun of.
She's safe, obviously, because I'm doing the choke wrong.
That's bad. That's not good. That just screams abuse. I don't know. It's weird. It's a thing.
We
All
haven't
right.
been canceled yet. It's fine.
Next.
Oh yeah, we're just yeah.
Last point. Use the IBJJF as the governing body.
Nope. I just
For
disagree because the
competitions.
rules are stupid, and you can win without being better than someone.
Like stalling.
Yeah,
Stalling.
stalling.
And knowing the points to some, it just drives me nuts because you watch their matches and you have two guys that know the system, and it's the most boring crap you'll ever see because they will not advance. They'll get to a spot, they're like, well, I'm winning. Know how to not lose. So you can know how to not lose in their rule set, and that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, even ADCC, right? They got a rule set that was, I think, designed to help keep the action going, but then the competitors turned around to just stalling.
Yeah, they stall
Yeah.
even more.
So I think the best,
I don't know how to solve it.
You know what? I like the Eddie Bravo invitation rules the best.
Yes. Yeah,
but
that's probably the closest.
On the same token, it's like not earning the back and then starting from there. It's like, it's a little weird, but I still think, in my opinion, if you want to keep it to a set time, like that's
you
probably
have to
one
do
of
something.
To keep action going, keep it fan friendly, and keep it as fair as possible. I think that's probably, in my opinion, one of the most, as a spectator.
As a spectator, yes.
Yeah.
But I will say, to be pro of this, it would be the one way. I guess giving rules to any particular place would be better for the sport as overall, because it will never get in the Olympics ever until it has a set rule.
Yeah.
And there's no set rules. Just like you said, ADCC has one, Bravo has one, IBJJF, Fight to Win. All these have different freaking rules, and it's like,
well, look what happens look what happens when it gets to the Olympics. Look what they did to judo.
oh yeah, it's so bastardized.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so
God.
I kind of don't want that.
Neither
to
do
happen
I. But if you want it to be super popular,
yeah, no, I agree.
you want it to grow and have more people doing it.
And even with the Eddie Bravo rules, like then you'll see people like stalling out for the first half just to get to the rounds where you start on because they've spent all their time learning back escapes or whatever.
Yep.
So like even those are being played, and I think
it sucks.
Oh, come on!
I'm just never been that competitor. I just couldn't do that. But there's a lot of people that are, which just confuses me. It's like you're not winning by being better or being better that day.
Yeah. How can you make it so you don't win if you don't submit? Like you get 10 minutes, and if you both
don't submit,
then no one wins, and then you
move the hell on. You suck.
You both lose.
Yeah,
That's a way to do it.
If you don't win, you both lose. Yeah. Next,
have a bunch of draws.
Yeah. Well, you might have to. I wonder if you do that. Like make it. You get 10 minutes or 5 minutes or however whatever, and then if you don't win, if you don't submit somebody, then you both lose, and you just. If you get a winner, cool. If not, then you have to have.
I think maybe a sudden death where then it's point driven, maybe, where it's like literally 2 minutes to get the first point, and then you're done.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but then they'd just be takedowns, because takedown's a point, right?
Well, then you could adjust for the sudden death. Would have to be earn an advantageous position or
most points in 2 minutes.
Yeah, most points in 2 minutes, done. Because you can get one takedown, get a reversal, and there it is. You're even again, and then. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, there's got to be something because it's so dumb that
what if you make it more like wrestling, like reversals. Do you get?
I don't know anything about
sweep,
wrestling.
I don't know
scoring at all.
Getting out of a pin even though you don't sweep.
It's very impressive. I've watched some of the stuff that like some of the MMA fighters that are wrestling driven. Holy crap, dude! Wrestlers are sick. No wonder they're hard as hell to deal with when they come to jiu-jitsu, because they are legit. They know pressure points. They know leverage. No, like when to put pressure here and there. It's crazy though.
It's S1. It'll make you poop your pants.
That's what they're taught, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
We can heal you and destroy you with these pressure points.
All at the same point.
We can use it for acupuncture.
Speaking of pressure points, this is actually on BJJ Everything.
Oh, sweet.
As we go to the question and answer portion of the show. Someone said, I think, I scrolled past it so I can't find it, but I believe it said something to the extent of, I'm pretty sure my pressure point game could counteract any of your jiu-jitsu stuff.
Is he serious?
Who knows if he's serious? It's Facebook, but...
Okay.
If he was...
I'm going to assume he's not serious. But if he was, that's more fun, right? Let's take that.
Oh, it'd be so much... Yeah, we're going to take that. That's
let's rip it apart.
Serious.
Please go to your first class.
Any class.
Any class.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
Martial art, any martial art, really. They'll kata you before you get your pressure point.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh my God. Well, do you ever watch those videos? They're not even good videos. The ones where they're like, I'm a kilo.
I know Dim Mac. I will hit.
Yeah.
It's like, watch, I will touch this and then this and then across the face, and they just like crumble.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's what I need in my life.
I have multiple questions on those things. But those ones where they're like, they get into the ring with an actual MMA fighter, and it's the biggest slaughter you'll ever see. You're like, what? You really thought that was going to work? But also, here's my secondary question. Why do they get followers? It's like...
So I think...
It clearly doesn't do anything.
So I think a lot of people that I don't know how it happens anymore. Like in today's day and age with YouTube and all this, like
But it
how
does.
I don't get it. But back in the day, like you don't know.
Well, no, yeah, because
And
there's
then
no
it's
way
like-
to pass that information
But
like there is now.
But I do know like hypnotism is a thing, power of suggestion is a thing, placebo, nocebo effect. They're legit.
Oh, no,
And then
those are
people
things.
Yeah, so
Those are things. However,
I think if you're a highly suggested person, you're more likely to go into a school like that, going, yeah, you're in your head, it's already real.
Are you one of those? I think you're right, but I think you're one of those people that are searching for something. The I can't do anything else. I'm not coordinated enough. I'm weak. Whatever it is, and you're like, this will work for me. Look what I can do. Look at this fat guy. He can do. It's always a fat guy showing you how to do it too. It's never this slim, like built dude. He's 50 years old, looks like he's 80, and he's just fat. And he's like, look at me, just touch things and just push her down.
Oh hell, dude, some of them don't even have to touch anything.
Oh, yeah,
They
that's the
just
best.
Like, wow, they use some kind of chi power thing.
Oh,
It's
the
awesome.
best is when they just stand there. It's always a fat dude. It's always in Russia for some reason. And they're just standing there like
always
this.
in Russia.
And like somebody grabs them and they go like this. And they just fall down.
yeah.
Another guy comes out and he's like, it's like, oh man, this is just fat jitsu. I got
what
you.
What are you even doing? What the hell is even that?
But people are literally, the guy goes like this. There's someone like, yeah,
I wonder if somebody
that
comes
made me
across.
fall down. No, it didn't.
It was like a YouTube suggested video. They're like, "What's this?" Oh, I need to learn this. And they find like the closest school. And they're like, just already so deep in.
This
like,
has to be a thing.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not. It's terrible. It's insulting to everything that is martial arts.
It really is.
What's the one that Steven Seagal does?
Aikido?
So Aikido was designed to work against a guy with a blade when you lose yours, correct? I do believe that's what it was.
It was designed to just be like a really nice version of judo, I think, where you use their energy against them. But I think a lot of it's I think a lot of it's blade oriented, right? Because most of the attacks are like overhand knife strike, and then you just kind of like.
I think it's I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that it's was designed for when you lose your blade, defending yourself and using pressure.
You might be 100% right.
But the only problem is that one worked. I'm sorry, I've watched 100 of videos, and it is the dumbest crap that people, like so many people recognize.
Here's a self-defense. Here's a self-defense pro tip.
If they have a knife, run.
if they have a knife, either run if you can,
Yes.
or have your own knife.
Ooh.
Because here's the nice.
I always have a knife on me.
The nice thing about blades is anywhere I can touch you, I can cut you, and everybody kind of knows that.
You don't need force.
No, so I'm like, so even if you're the tiniest, weakest of people, coming up with a huge guy with a knife, like I have my own. Like we're just gonna trade.
You know you're gonna get hit.
Yeah,
and most people aren't gonna do that.
They're like, you're way better off just having your own knife.
And I'm gonna go with mine. Run. Number 2.
I can't run.
Paul can't run.
That's Paul screwed.
If
Paul has to carry a knife.
that's why I carry a knife.
Well, I carry enough because
Snick.
I work in things and that I cut stuff. But anyways, I read a thing that said by far it's more dangerous to fight someone with a knife than someone with a gun.
Yeah,
because they get shots at you. That's it.
Yep.
So if
And
they want,
you got to be very specific.
Yes, very specific, and usually need a range. Because up close, trying to hit it, there's a chance you're going to shoot yourself.
Yep.
So there's that whole rolled into it. So, and he also brought up another good point. He's like, there's no pressure. You don't need momentum for a blade to kill you. So if you miss shots, you have to get momentum to hit them with this gun. You have to use momentum to hit them with a stick or a bat.
Yep.
So a knife is the most deadly thing to fight against, or most dangerous thing to fight against.
Yeah, the nice quotes, air quotes, thing about a gun is like if you can get a hold of the gun and just make sure it doesn't point at you, like you're in the fight.
Yeah.
But trying to grab somebody with a knife that can just do
They're
this,
just going to keep cutting
and
you.
then change hands, like, oh man, that's going to be tougher to deal with than a gun.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yep.
So just run.
Yep. And a gun,
If you're Paul, then just sit down
yeah.
and cry.
And a gun has
Full
the potential of cauterizing on the way through. You know what I mean?
Oh,
a
yeah,
knife,
yeah.
it just opens up the arteries and you're done.
You're fucked.
Yep.
Yeah,
So never bring a gun to a knife fight. That's what we're getting at.
yeah. We got you
fall
on this.
back
guy.
on
no,
that
this is
thing,
legit.
yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
here.
totally. You
Please
brought
don't.
it all together with that.
Please tune in next week for all our great life advice.
We're just going to talk about weapons.
We're good at this.
No.
This one just made me laugh. And you guys can probably help because you've both owned a ton of geese. And you have
I have
girls who
12
wear
currently.
Geese, yeah. Picking the right geese size. To summarize, I'm just starting BJJ and I'm fat. Fair enough. I'm 5'11", 300 pounds. None of the size charts match my body, so should I go for a gi that's my height or just pick the biggest weight? It's a good question.
So, I don't know. And
That's a random, yeah.
But I've seen that before. It is hard. There are gi companies out there that create, honestly, a husky size, or I can't remember what that is. And I've seen them, and they are quite wide, but 300 and what tall?
5'11".
5'11". That's a wide dude.
Here's the
You're
thing.
going to have to get them tailored.
That's
Is
like-
what I'm
That's
going
what
to tell
I was
you.
gonna
They're
say.
going to have to
That's
be
like
tailored.
a way
And
bigger
they do.
Larry.
Yeah,
There's-
just get them big enough, and then just get things shortened.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Go for your weight. Don't worry about the size, and then just get it brought down. I've seen it. It works. It definitely
Yep.
works. And
I did-
Any
I-
tailor can
yeah.
do it. Honestly, everybody's like, "Well, gis aren't special. They're just thicker, and they will just do it."
My first gi I got was a bigger guy, and
Yeah.
the pants did not. I couldn't tie him tight enough.
Yeah.
I just brought him to the tailor, and they measured me
Take
up.
him in.
and a week later,
yeah.
it was like $20.
Yeah, it's not much
Like,
for
yeah.
tailors. It's not.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
No.
Did a great job.
There you go.
Next.
Yeah, and it works.
Any tips
Seen
for
it.
dealing with bloody knees? I'm new to BJJ. My knees are getting torn up. The coach has me sit out when it gets bad, which sucks. Holy shit, these are some bloody knees.
What are you doing?
I get it.
I'm assuming it's no-gi.
I get it. It's a hygiene thing. It's like, nah, bro, you're just bleeding everywhere.
What are you doing?
Why
Wear
is this
knee
happening to
pads.
me and not other people? Yeah, like knee
Where,
pads.
Just wear-
I don't know why.
Get they're cheap and they're nice, and they have like gel pads
yeah,
on the knee. I
yeah.
wear
It
'em.
doesn't have to
It's
be these huge bulky ones.
Futuro.
Yeah,
you
Futuro.
can get them
Oh.
on. You can get them on Amazon. They're $20 a piece.
We do. We both have them,
Yeah,
and I love it.
They're great.
Yeah.
They last for a year or two, depending on how much you roll on
Yeah,
them.
and I've cut my knee before, and then wore that over top of a bandage. It was perfect.
Yep. It has enough support for my knees, even where
Yeah,
my
helps
knees are
out.
less likely to slip out of place. But
But number two, push off of your feet,
Yeah,
not your knees.
if
That's
you're-
what I'm guessing he's doing. Is just
if your knees are bleeding, you're
or
probably
baseball sliding everywhere with your knee.
you may be trying too hard, bro.
I've never had a burn on my knee.
No, I've seen people with like mat toe and
Mat toe
knees.
for sure. I
Mat-
get that.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen too much mat knee.
I used to get mat toe. I don't get that anymore.
Neither do I.
I used to get the.
I do when I first go back though.
The really messed up fingers from over gripping everything, and I don't get that.
I don't.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I stopped that pretty early.
So I hate this guy. Now that I read the comments, someone said, "How do your knees keep getting bloodied?"
Yeah.
The poster's response: "That's literally my question to you." It's like, no, your question was,
No, you're a
what
moron.
do you do when you?
You're a moron, and you're literally pushing off on your knees. I would assume.
Wow.
I don't know.
It's got to be nogi.
It has to be nogi, and on top, but still, the hell are you pushing off on your knees so much for? I don't use my knee for squat.
So when you're starting from your knees and nobody wants to give position, and you're just like grinding them towards
that
each
could be
other
it.
rather than just
Maybe.
Oh, so he's a moron. Got it.
you're
Post on that and tell him he's moron.
trying too hard.
Hey, you're a
man.
moron.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
trying too
Just
hard.
relax. Just lay on your back. Let somebody mount you and start from there.
Can I train after having my blood drawn?
Yep.
Hold on. Hold on. Depends on how much blood was drawn.
Yeah, really want to get my training today, but I also don't want to faint. Any help?
Eat a
Yeah,
cookie, dip it in orange juice, you'll be good to go. I'm a doctor.
He is not, and he's going to try to make you pass out.
I don't know.
It's a great story for your friends.
I say, hopefully you don't do rear naked chokes that day. You'll go out in 4 seconds.
4 seconds. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fine.
Just
That was an interesting question, but yeah, don't.
just take a day off. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not. No.
They responded. They trained anyway.
Good for them.
Well, if you just got your blood drawn for like a test and you got a vial or two,
Did you give
fucking
blood
go.
or get your blood drawn? If you got your blood drawn, dude, you're
Yeah,
fine.
go ahead.
If you
It's 2 little vials.
If you gave blood, I would still do it personally. But I don't,
yeah.
I'm not in competition.
I get
whatever.
pretty.
I'd be fine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't try that hard.
Yeah, sit out if you're getting a little
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, you
If
get a
feel
little
like you're
woozy,
gonna pass
sit
out,
down.
just, it'd be fine. Be like, hey.
Other foot here. I caught staph. The
You
doc
caught
says
the
I can
staph.
roll and train today, the same day they took medications for the first time. I don't think that was a smart move. My instructors agree and said I should sit out until it's completely healed.
Yes.
What do you say?
Yeah. Sit
Yes,
out.
I've
Don't go.
never heard of a
But
doctor.
the
tell them to
doctor
do that.
said
No.
I've never
the
heard a
doctor's
doctor
dumb.
say that before.
So if the doctor said that, the doctor D's get degrees. He was one of those.
Yeah, because I've heard other doctors like, you need to shut down the whole fucking gym until you completely
Yeah.
sterilize the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that guy's got to stay away.
No,
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
no
like
decent
straight up
owner,
COVID.
coach, anybody should let
No,
you anywhere
it's
near
so
the
dangerous,
mat
man.
if you have that.
Unless you get MRSA, then just go ahead and run around. Do your thing.
Yeah, if you got ringworm, MRSA, staph,
Just run. Just
herpes, anything.
Rub
just,
it on people's faces.
right. Just
Why not?
Yeah, roll naked then. That's what you want to do.
Wow.
Are we helpful?
I don't know.
I think it was helpful.
Yeah. Please stay off the mat if you have anything.
Yeah, anything, even moderate looks infected. Don't go on the mats.
Yeah, don't
it's
just
good
tape
for
it up
you.
or cover it up. Just
stop.
The mat.
Guess what? I get my tattoos. I don't go for at least a week till I know it's closed up. I just don't. That was my excuse for this week. I'm not sure what this week will be. Next week, we'll see.
Yeah, Larry just got a tattoo, and we were doing stuff this morning, and he goes, "Ow!" I go, "I didn't do anything." He goes,
so
"Oh no,
stupid.
it's my tattoo."
Well, it's stupid. Larry.
Larry.
What's next? We done?
Dang,
We
man.
done yet? God, our advice today sucks. Like, what about this? I don't know.
Someone in the chat did ask
I'll make something up though.
Sound
it's bad.
20 years older than you are.
Who does?
Why does Paul sound 20 years older than he looks?
It's my niece.
It just it's spread through his whole body.
It's my old curmudgeon. He gives me the old man attitude, and it just like boils up.
It just comes right through his esophagus.
I'm just
It's
disgruntled and mad about everything now.
Damn, happy Father's Day, bro.
great. Yeah, right.
That's funny.
Someone suggested Table 8 Productions. I don't even know who that is.
What's Table 8 Productions?
They're following us on YouTube, and they're in the chat talking.
They probably want us
Hey,
to
guys.
promote it on Table 8.
Yeah,
Productions.
promote it here.
Free. You got a free promotion. Good
perfect.
job.
Yeah,
you got
there
me.
you go. You won.
Yeah, you got me.
We did a tournament where it was sub only, and Sun Death was based on first points. Yep.
Okay.
I like that. I like it.
I think. Hold on. I think people play with rule sets. Like if you run it, do like mock tournaments, play with them, see how they work out.
Yeah.
I think that's a
I think
great
it's a
idea.
great
Like, let's
idea.
just try this. It might work out. It might not. Like just
It's gotta be better than what
screw
we're
with
doing
it. Yeah,
currently.
screw with it until something's like this is it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So this last one,
Ooh.
10 years as a white belt.
Well,
Oh, I relate to that.
12 years to the day.
12 years to today. Paul's a blue belt.
Yep.
So this guy used to hate the gi as I thought no gi was better. Preach.
No,
Preach. You shut your mouth.
you shut your face. You're wearing a shirt you barely knew where it came from.
Kingsman. Figured it out.
Yeah, you had to Google it.
I got so much flack for wearing
Yeah,
this shirt.
and you should have.
My favorite part was I used to get compliments randomly from people. Like I went to Starbucks and I remember this guy was like, "Dude, love the shirt," and I go, "Thanks, don't know
I'm
where
awesome.
it's from." Yeah.
You know,
Not a clue.
So then
So
Shannon made me watch the movie.
my wife does all my shopping until I got the sponsor of thank you, Al.
Yeah.
Grappling. So and she bought me like all tiger stuff. So inevitably somebody be wanting to talk to me about tigers,
Oh,
and
so
I
great.
know
Yeah,
nothing.
the baseball team, by the
So
way.
at first, I would try to like keep up with the conversation, and then immediately the wheels would start falling off the bus, and they'd start to like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like,
Then they would suddenly ask, "Can you throw a ball?" And he's like, "No."
So it went from that to me just being like, bro, my wife bought me the shirt. I don't.
That's
watch
how he
it."
was dealing with
So,
me
like,
because he wore it once and he never struck me as a sports guy at all. And he wore a straight Detroit D shirt, the old English. I go,
yep.
"Do you even watch baseball?" And he's, "Oh God, no, my wife bought it for me." It's like, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I represent her, not the team.
Justin Verlander. Miguel Cabrera.
I've heard of the names. Yeah, I got
No,
the
he'll
names.
hear the
yeah, so I
names
know
because
a few
she
things,
watches.
but they'll want to talk to me about what happened in the game.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
like,
problem. It's a definite problem.
yeah, who knows?
Sorry, bro.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. Anyway, this guy, 10 years of white belt, and my phone is locked and it won't open because the microphone's in the way. Used to hate the gi as I thought no gi was better. After an ACL recon and competing in MMA, I came back to take it on seriously this year and received my last 2 stripes last night.
Congratulations.
It's
Is
a
there a
dumb
question?
story.
I guess there's another question.
I hate this.
There's no
person.
question.
How
There's
long is too long?
To be a white belt?
be a
Doesn't
white belt.
matter.
About 10 years, I think that's too long.
Yeah, it's probably too long. But honestly, like, who cares anymore? It
Yeah.
just freaking go. I'm gonna be the lowest ranked blue belt in our school by the time I go back, and I don't care. My belt is blank at this point. I don't care.
This
Whatever.
morning,
Just
this morning
go
we
and
had
have
2
fun.
white belts who were brand new, no stripes, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I just want my first stripe, man. And it's like,
Yeah.
I remember the days
Oh, I remember that.
when I like
Yeah.
you think that's a big deal, and
Yeah.
it is to some extent, but it's also like,
You know what you got to
But
do?
once you're past it, you're like, wow, that was nothing.
Here's what you got. You got to take the power away from. Be like, oh, you want your stripe? Here. You happy? You good?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Just take the power right away. It's meaningless. It
It
means
is.
nothing.
But as a
Just-
white,
just
I think as a
train.
white belt, I think they're important because it gives you those milestones that you just don't know are there.
Respectfully,
But past
vehemently
that-
disagree. But
But past that, who gives a crap? It doesn't matter anymore.
My mother is the greatest mother of all time, and here's why. It's a very high praise for it. She's not, but it's fine.
No,
She's
we're
a
going
great
to
story. So in Paul's story there, same idea. I used to complain relentlessly on Christmas, like leading up to Christmas, that I wanted my gifts. Like, I just want my gifts. I just want my gifts. I just want them. So like December 17th, like a week before, she gives me one of my gifts. She goes, "Here you go. You happy now?" And I was like, "Oh,
that was lame.
This kind of sucks."
Yeah.
Never complained, never whined again.
Fix that.
I waited till
Yeah.
Christmas, and I was like, "Christmas is effing great. Let's go."
Yeah,
that was good. That was a smart mom move right there.
I know, right? She figured it out quickly.
Oh yeah, she did.
Got mom right there.
So
I get it.
stuff.
We should do that for white belts.
Yeah, just you should do give your own self a stripe. Like you think you're worth it, put your stripe on it.
Wow,
bro.
did you just
think
beat that
you're
guy
ready?
right there?
Yeah.
There's it.
You
Give
think you're
yourself
ready?
a stripe.
Give yourself a stripe. I'm not doing it.
I can't wait till they get 800 of them across their belt. There's gonna
Like
be
I said, I
I
still regret not taking your belt and just striping it all the way.
That would have been
Just
awesome.
Every 16.
Because you had access. Like, you could have taken it. I wouldn't have noticed.
I wish I was smarter back then. I would have done that.
But I'm just not as... You could have, too, because I'm not a sentimental person. So I don't... Like, my belt's my belt.
You wouldn't.
I've had 3 different blue belts. I have no clue which one I'm on.
I mean, to be fair, if I thought you were a sentimental guy, I could have just bought a white belt and done that.
Oh, that
like,
wouldn't...
switched stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I would have
here's your
noticed.
original no stripe white belt.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have cared. You should have taped up my belt worth a shit because I cared at that point.
So the
It would have been great.
next time I find somebody that really cares about belts, that we kind of like have that good relation, because you
gotta have something.
You gotta have somebody you click with. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take their belt and just stripe the whole way.
It's so awesome.
Well, it's too late to like iron them on, make sure they can't take
We'll
them
use
off.
we'll use
There you
black
go.
ones for like once you get off the tab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, make them really stand out.
This is gonna be great.
I can't
super
wait.
glue them on so they won't
Yep.
move.
And they're done.
Doing it.
I'm so happy right
So
now
doing
thinking
it.
about it.
It's gonna be the highest rank white belt ever. It's gonna
Right
be
now,
amazing.
that's Q. Q got his 5th stripe.
I like Q. Let's do it to him. Does he listen?
Every now and then.
Yeah, I was gonna
Dang,
say
I
he
ruined
checks out
it.
occasionally.
He,
Ruined my own
we
joke.
could've-
Jesse went to give him a stripe on Thursday or Tuesday, whatever day it was, and Q goes, "No, I've already got 4. They fell off."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, mine fell off too, so it's gonna be great if they
So
ever.
now the joke is,
I
he's
don't.
got
I will
5.
never get another one, but it will be really funny when they go to give me one because there's none on there right now. None.
Yeah, you just keep on getting your first stripe over and
Yeah,
over.
I'll just keep taking it back
that's
off. Be like,
Yeah.
thanks.
You'll get more of them if you.
We're
don't.
good. I'm so good at this. How many stripes do you have? 17. How
17
long you been
stripes.
coming here? 17 years. It's been amazing.
Purple belt, never heard of it.
Nice.
Never heard it. What's that?
All right, socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they're all at the bottom.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
check,
hey,
check it out.
look at you go.
Yeah, please give us a follow. If you really want to support the show, go to the website, grapplingdads.com. Go down the right-hand corner. There's the Patreon. You can join there. You will get a shirt. I need the addresses, please. And
I didn't know you were waiting on me.
yeah, because I have the shirts at
Oh,
home.
yeah, I know.
I will take those and give them away. Oh, and we have a winner of the cup. He's at the gym. I think he's a patron.
He's actually watching.
Oh, is
Hey.
he? I have his
Hi.
cup. I think he's a patron.
I think so.
I think he
Yeah,
is. So he
thank
gets
you to
both.
the patrons.
Like he gets
though.
both.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate the
Y'all are
heck out
awesome.
of it. And other than that, just don't quit.
Don't quit.